Hey guys, kind of wanted to do a haul video. As you can see, it's a pretty lengthy haul. Um, it's always great to catch deals when they're to be had. Legends Comics was running a pretty good deal on their dollar bins, so most of this is dollar bins. They were running four for $1, so you kind of can't pass that up, especially when you see a bunch of good books. So most of these are dollar bin dives. Some are not. But picked up kind of 52. Found this, got really excited. Always be on the lookout for this book. It's Action Comics 869. What you're looking for is not this one. See the soda pop? It's actually the first print was he was holding a beer. And so they stopped printing those and changed it to a good old soda pop. But it's still a little cool book to have. But the one you're wanting is him holding a bottle of beer. Picked this guy up. I was pretty excited about it. Out of Dollar Bin, Annihilation Conquest Prologue. I got most of this set around the Annihilation Conquest, so I was pretty happy. Found these amalgams, so they're kind of cool. Doctor Strange Fate, Dark Claw, Magneto, and the Magnet Man. Found these Avengers. These were not dollar bins, these were $3 bin, these first couple. But they're still cool books. Some of them are keys. I can't remember what they are. They're definitely minor keys. But Avengers 152, 154, 177, 208, 219, 221. I think these changed over to the dollar bin somewhere in this ballpark. But either way, they're still really good books. Working on my Avengers set, 225, 229, 230, 238, 256. This is I think it's the second Yellow Jacket. I can't remember exactly, but it's a key. That's pretty cool find. Not worth very much, but 274, 277. Again, this is a lot of gap filler. There's an annual that I was missing. Picked up Barbed Wire #2. I thought it was cool. It's Adam Hughes cover. I love his art. So it's a cool book. Got this guy. I've stopped really collecting Batman, but I like Bane. And this is a really pretty cover with Bane on it. Of course, the Halloween Comic Fest, Battle Cats. I got a couple of those. Found this one in a dollar bin. Bite Club #1, Vampire Crime Unit. I thought it was kind of a cool cover out of Vertigo Press. Great dollar bin find. This is Atlas Comics, The Brute #2. I tend to pick up any books like this whenever I see them in a dollar bin, especially. Couple of Catwoman I found in dollar bins, 20, 21, 23. I love this this artwork on the covers of this Catwoman. Didn't really like it, but I found it in the dollar bin, so I picked this one up. Catwoman Defiant. Artwork looks kind of weird, very weird, but I picked it up. It's almost a trade. It's kind of thick. Demonstrum, dollar bin dive out of mycomicshop.com. I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually have a dollar bin section that they change it up every 2 weeks. So you can find some really good stuff and some really weird stuff, as in this one. Found these guys in dollar bin over the past week. Daredevil 207, 212. Love Kingpin covers. So there he is smoking his cigar. 214, 297, 301, 320. And of course, Darkhawk. The reason I got it, my man Punisher's on the cover. Dark Red #7. I've got the whole run, so I continue to get that set. And of course, there was a Comic Fest #1. Found this one in the dollar bin at my comic shop. It's a Deadpool. I collect Deadpool as well. It's kind of a minor character that I collect, but I do collect them. Found a Die #1 in the dollar bin at my comic shop, so I picked that one up. Found this one, dollar bin dive, Charlton Comics #2. It's an E-Man, all new E-Man. They got some pretty lame books, but still, it's a Charlton Comics #2. Elektra is finishing, helping me complete this run. Nothing of value whatsoever. Found this one. Finally got this whole set. This was the last one I was missing. Found it in dollar bin at Coastal Comics in Myrtle Beach. So if you're in the Myrtle Beach area, stop by and check them out. This is a cool one. Felicia Hardy, The Black Cat #3. Didn't even know that book existed, but I found it, so I picked it up. So I guess I'll have to start working on that run. George R.R. Martin. Don't know much about it, but it's in the dollar bin at my comic shop, so I picked it up. Comic Fest. Cool books here. This is out of the $3 drawer at Legends. G.I. Joe 26 and 27. That's the origin story of Snake Eyes, which is really, really cool. Both of those books make up his origin story. So those pretty nice books. Dollar Bin Dive, my Harley Quinn. Of course, this will probably be the closest I ever come to a Hulk #1. So I had to pick up the facsimile. Infinity War, another Dollar Bin Dive. I love Galactus on the cover. I'm tempted to open this one and read it. I've heard really good stuff about John Carpenter from a horror perspective. Dollar Bin Dive right here, John Carpenter's Asylum #1. Another Charlton Comics. Just Married. Never heard of it before, but it's a 12-cent sticker in the dollar bin, so I picked it up. The Last American. Got #2, #4. I already have #1 and #3, so this now I've got 1 through 4. Of course, I picked this one up. Marvel Knights double size, because it's got Punisher and the Daredevil on it. I collect both of those. So Marvel Super Action #4. Not exactly sure why I picked it up, other than it's a 35-cent comic and I found it in the dollar bin. Marvel Superheroes Contest of Champions #2. It's not a key or anything, but it's still a cool book to have. A Max sampler. So this is back in the 90s when the Max stuff came out, or I guess the early 2000s. Mephisto versus the Fantastic Four #1. This is cool. Middle West, I collect that run, so this is the latest of it. A couple of New Mutants, 9, 16. Old Man Quill out of the dollar bin. Once in Future #3, kind of a hot book. Pestilence #1. I don't have the A cover. This is a second printing, but now I do have #1. That's kind of a cool series. Homage cover to Punisher #1. I did not have this one, so I picked it up. And it's getting harder and harder to find my gaps in my Punisher sets. And I stumbled across this one, so now I'm only missing 2 of the War Journals. So I was really happy to pay $2.25 for this book. It was not a dollar bin, but it's working towards completing my run. How about a RoboCop Volume 1 #1 and a RoboCop 2 #1. So kind of cool there. A couple of Sabretooth 2 and 4. Scarlet #1. Picked these guys up at the beach. Marvel Superheroes #9. Secret Wars 2 #2, 3, 4, 6, 9. This one's a cool one. Tales of the Marine Corps Semper Fi #1. Really cool book. Not worth anything whatsoever, but still cool. Silver Sable #6. Silver Sable #7. Silver Sable #11. And Something is Killing the Children #2. Sons of the Devil #1. Had to get the Homage Spawn 301 just to finish out that 4-part of Spawn. This one's a really cool one. It is not an Amazing Spider-Man 129. It is a Lionsgate reprint. It's actually worth a little bit. Not a big amount, but still a cool book to have. It goes along with my real 129. But anyway, gap filler of Superior Spider-Man. Of course, I had to pick up an Amazing Mary Jane #1. This is the Art Germ variant. And of course, I accidentally picked up 2 of them. So I'll be selling one of them just to get rid of it. Comic Fest. I'm getting really close to finishing out my Web of Spider-Man. This was not a $15 book. I got it for a few bucks. But anyway, I'm probably missing about 5 issues of this set. So it's one step closer. Supergirls #1. Spider-Girls, I can't talk. Dollar bin purchase. Spider-Woman #2. Star Trek #1. Comic Fest. Check this one out. I was super happy to find this guy. It's not the first time they did it, but this was one of the races when Superman and Flash raced. So it's kind of a cool one. Comic Fest. Found this one in dollar bin. Thanos Annual #1. So The Damned Band #1 and #2. So I had to get it just because. A couple of Thors, just finishing, nothing special, but gap filler 2, 3, 17, 18. I don't think there's a single key issue in that volume of Thor, but I collect all the Thors, so this is part of that volume 2 of Thor. Found these Loki in the dollar bin. It's got $4 on it. Somebody was trying, I guess it's Heroes. Tried to sell it for $4 at one point. It's cool artwork. Loki number 3 and 4. A cool Valkyrie. Picked that one up at Legends. Trees 3 Fate number 2. It's a pretty cover. This one's really cool. It's not worth anything, but Typhoid number 1. It's kind of a cool Typhoid number 3. What If Flash Thompson Became Spider-Man. Might be my favorite book I found this past week. What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher? My 2 favorite characters wrapped into one. So I was very, very, very excited. It's not worth very much, but it's one I'm thinking about getting graded just so I can put it on the wall. What If the X-Men? It's kind of a cool book. It's got Domino on the front, Cable on the front. The Wrath of Spectra. A couple of X-Factor books, 4, 8, 13, 14, 21, 22, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 94. A couple of X-Men. Found these at the beach as well. In a dollar bin. So, and anytime I can see those older X-Men like that and I don't have them, I pick them up. So 170, 203, 208, 215, 220, 224, 225, 226, 227, 230, 231, 232, 235, 237, 238, 239. That's something with Mr. I think it's first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister. So that's kind of a cool. 255, 257. And this was something to do with Psylocke. It was the first appearance of her psychic blade or something like that. I forget. 272, 276, 280, 287, 292, 293, 298, 317, X-Men Annual number 8. Picked up these. I didn't collect them at first, but it's House of X number 4. So I'm only missing a few now. And House of X number 6. And then Powers of X, whatever number that is. And that Powers of X is the most recent, I think. No, that's number 4. And, of course, the Art Germ variant of X-Men number 1. And the connecting Mark Brooks cover. So that's all my books, except my graded. I did pick up 2 pretty nice graded books. One is Eternals number 2 in a 9.4. So it's the first appearance of Ajax and the Celestials. And one of my favorite books that I now own, An Amazing Spider-Man 17. It is the second appearance of this guy, the Green Goblin. And like I've said on numerous videos before, I love this old artwork on these old Spider-Man books. I mean, it's just awesome. And if you guys are curious about grading, you can kind of see what a 5.0 CGC book looks like. You see the corner tick, some ticks across the top. This book has never been pressed because I know I can fix some of this stuff. Big scuff mark. You can see the multiple spine ticks down the side. Kind of rough around the staples a little bit. Corner. But I'll take it all day long. Amazing Spider-Man 17, the second Green Goblin, in a 5.0. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you stuck through the whole entire 14 minutes. Wow. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.